All right, today we are here to talk about what we think is DeVoe's new plan. And we basically only got like one piece of evidence for his new plan. We know his plan that he executed. He framed the Flash, he has a new body now, and he can read minds now, which is pretty awesome. But his new plan, the hint is now we begin the Enlightenment. We're going to be speculating on what that means and what we think might also happen in the future between DeVoe and his wife. So today we got OC.
Hey guys, what's up?
And what do you think is going to be this Enlightenment?
It's interesting. I'm not sure, like the Enlightenment's a very cryptic phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something to do with like bringing the world under his like control as far as everyone's mental abilities. We know
Yeah,
that we've seen like he has like he's very smart and then now he has this added ability of being able to read people's minds. And so we don't know how far he's going to be able to stretch that, if he's going to be able to control people
mm-hmm.
or even put thoughts into other people's minds and influence people that way. And
Yeah.
so
That's
I don't know.
that's definitely the I feel like the main sort of typical take on what a smart villain would do, just try to take over people's
Right.
minds. But
And the thing is,
we also get like a hint,
mhm,
other hints from back then. Remember when he was teaching, he wanted to sort of make it possible for people to learn in a better way. Remember, like he wanted to create something to just
right.
yeah.
And I think
That's
that
another hint that we have.
exactly, I think because the thing about when we were speculating about his plan before, we are
Hmm.
like, okay, so this is a guy who he wants to make the world a better place.
Hmm.
He wants the world like his intentions like start off as like being completely good, and then we find out that okay, his body is deteriorating, so
Yeah,
his
it's
goal has now shifted to saving himself. But
exactly.
he's done that now. Like
Yeah. So
he's already done that. He's saved himself. At least he's bought himself a couple more years. I don't know if his brain is gonna have the same effect on this body. We might see that happen.
yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know, but he's at least bought himself a couple more years. And and so, but it's interesting just because like I don't know, for me, part of me was hoping that okay, so if this guy manages to what through whatever means get his goal of like sustaining his
Yeah.
body, then maybe he'll go back to like, okay, let me like do good for the rest of the
Yeah,
world and like,
but
yeah.
obviously since he's freaking pulling a fast one on the Flash, like we know
Yeah,
he's
he
most likely up to no
clearly,
good.
yeah, he's clearly still playing the villainous part,
Yeah.
of course.
And that's what confuses
Um,
me. Like I feel like he could have executed his plan without the Flash being in his way at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
if he brought the Flash back and the new metas were created or whatever, and he was just like looking through them, like he has cameras everywhere, so he could probably figure out what each meta does on his own without the Flash's help. Even if so, like put the cameras on Flash too, and just like let Flash do some work too, and just figure out
right.
what all the metas do. Find the one that can help you out, and then just go take his body. You don't even need to involve the Flash in that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's why in our earlier speculation about his plan, we involved the Flash in like
Hmm.
helping him sustain his body. But honestly, he didn't need the Flash at all. Like all he really needed
Yeah.
was
He just needed
Dominic.
Dominic.
Yeah. So it's like
That was it.
it was a little confusing to me to involve the Flash. So that's why I think in this new plan, maybe the Flash is essential. Like,
Maybe, possibly, or
or
maybe he
maybe he
just
just doesn't like the Flash and like just
I
wants to
guess
screw him over.
I feel like that's it. I feel like it's become like a grudge now. Like he just doesn't like the Flash, and it's I mean like the way that they've done it, I feel like they've done a good job of like masking of like creating this animosity between the Thinker and the Flash.
Hmm.
But if you like think about it, it's like it really doesn't make sense why they're so at odds with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of true, but at the same time, I'm gonna guess that his plan, like the reason he wants to put the Flash, away, is his plan involves some bad things in it, and he doesn't want the Flash getting in his way. That's probably why.
Yeah, that makes the
So
most sense. Like he just doesn't want the Flash to
yeah,
stop him.
so obviously this enlightenment isn't gonna be a good thing. Like it's most likely gonna be like him trying to harm people in some way. And
Okay.
this is where I think the Thinker's wife might just betray him, because we got like just a small hint of that in episode 9 where she was talking to Barry, and Barry said that you're not the only one that's married. Like he shows her his ring, and she gets a bit sentimental at one moment, and then she's like, "Oh, I'll do anything to keep my marriage alive." But it seems like now that he has a new body, DeVoe has a new body, and she's a little. I don't know if you read it the same way I did, but it felt a little awkward when they kissed.
Yeah, no,
Just
for sure. Because yeah, the with I think you brought it up before in the last episode where she mentions she says something along the lines of like I can listen to your voice forever.
yeah, yeah,
And like it's no longer his voice, it's no longer his body.
yeah. So
Like it's no longer it's him mentally, but it's no longer him physically. And so it's 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 almost as if it's a different person.
yeah,
And
and
that's
not only that, like I feel like it is different mentally now too, because I feel like he's transformed so much from the point that they married, like
yes.
that he's just someone else now, and she's gonna eventually see that, and she's gonna see that this enlightenment, which originally, when they first started out, was like a great thing, like he's gonna twist it up, turn it into a bad thing, and she's gonna see that, and she's gonna realize that this is crazy, like why am I doing this, and maybe betray him, but or maybe none of this happens, maybe she goes all the way with him, and they both go down together. I
Yeah.
personally think it's gonna be the first one, just because like I feel like they wouldn't drop like small hints like that if something wasn't gonna happen.
Agreed. And like with that first option, at least maybe she like ends up teaming up with Team Flash, and because she's like an engineer, she can like do some cool things with Cisco. They can like build some cool stuff.
That would
You
be
know?
that would be the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, like if you were to just complete speculation, guess what exactly specifically is DeVoe's enlightenment, what would you say it is? Just like I'll just go first, just to give you an idea of what I might think it is. Like I think he's gonna build another machine. Flash is gonna be put away, so he can't do nothing about it. He has a new power, and this new power has to do something with it. So I think he's gonna amplify his thoughts into like other people's minds, and just like start brainwashing people. But that's
I think
that's the classic route.
yeah. I think that makes sense. It could be that, and then also I don't know. It could be something along the lines of enlightenment. It also has something to do with like evolution or evolving, like bringing humanity into a different realm
Mhm.
mentally. And so maybe it's something along the lines of like linking everybody mentally
Oh, some
under his like
Naruto
power.
stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
what it was called, but like the infinite Tsukiyomi. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whereas like everyone is linked
Yeah, yeah,
uh
yeah. That might, yeah,
mentally.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll
maybe,
see. Maybe it's something completely different.
yeah,
Something
yeah,
completely out of
maybe.
left field. Like I need to make sure that all the fish in the ocean I need to speak to all the fish in the ocean so that I can always I can always have food.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
And stay out of my way, Flash. I'm
Exactly.
gonna overfish like crazy. Stay out of my way, Flash. Probably
Yeah.
not, but
Oh no. Yeah.
anyways, so that's our theory on what DeVoe's enlightenment is, and also that's our speculation on what might happen to the Thinker's wife, betrayal at the end. So if you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing. Thanks for watching.
See you.